Kenny here with Gardening Simplified. It's April 27th, and we're going to talk about succession planting. And we've got a few plants here. Now, I've always got something growing. These are summer squash, some straight neck squash, and then there's some, I think, Black Beauty zucchinis, and then some Cocozelle. And of course, the Cocozelle, for some reason, it's always slow to germinate. I got a couple of the zucchinis that are up, but right now I'm not planning to plant these. But for the sake of this, we're talking succession planting. Let's go out here to the garden. We've been clearing out crops today. These are some green peas, early peas, English peas, whatever you want to call them. We got a big bunch of them here. They should be over here. We finally started working on our compost bins. And those pea vines come out of this row right here. Now we had two. This one we put in later, and it was a good thing because it takes quite a bit when you're picking a 50-foot row of peas. Now these ones are just now, they're starting to fill up. So won't be long we'll be picking these, but these other ones, we've been picking about every 3 days. We picked almost a bushel about 9 days ago, or maybe that's 6 days ago. And then we picked about not a bushel, a half a bushel. And then we picked about a fifth of a half a bushel 3 days ago. And today we might have got enough for a mess for two people. So, and we had planned to take them out because once they go good, we was getting a half a bushel, two pickings in a row, and then pretty much they'll play out. They don't last too long. These other ones are really doing good, blooming and stuff. So in a way, that's a succession planting if you want to keep something coming in. But the other thing is succession planting behind your crop that you take out. Now, I've always got little plants going. Now, these plants have kind of got ridiculously out of control. And part of it is because I forgot to take the solid tray out from under it. And what happened was, and that's why they look so rough, I couldn't figure out why I had to give them a little fertilizer, but they ended up they were sitting in water, so it's lucky that they're doing as well as they are. But we're going to put these cucumbers in here because we have a trellis. Ideally it's going to be perfect for a row of cucumbers. The sun, the south is this direction, so they'll get plenty of light. They won't be blocked by these tall peas. Now these peas would have been doing better, but they had a good percentage of the row was blocked from the sun from this row that was as high as they are. But what we're going to do, we're going to get these in here and get them started. Now we do have a row of cucumbers over here. Now some of the ones that we'll plant today will be the same. We do want a lot of cucumbers, but we want to keep them coming in because when blight and stuff starts taking over the one, you want a crop to follow with. So let me get started. Okay, what we've got here, you can see all those roots out the bottom of that package were they were just growing down into the water. I think I was trying to do hydroponics without putting fertilizer there. But what we're going to try this time, we're going to try like we did with the cucumbers. I mean with the squash. We're going to see how putting a quarter cup of bone meal under these plants, because it's always an experiment here on the Povey farm. So, but we're going to see how a quarter cup of bone meal does as far as with the plants and see how much better they grow. And if you notice, this dirt is just really dry. Now we just got over the past day and a half 5 inches of rain, and apparently we're a ways behind. because this dirt is just it's moist down there, but up at the top where we've got our compost, it just won't stay where we can just poke a hole, and so we won't worry about, we'll water them in afterwards. Let's get this done. And here we go. Got them all put in here. Now on my other ones, I put a double row all the way down. Now at the other end, I put a double row because that variety, I didn't use as much row space. Now, succession planting doesn't sound like anything special. There's different things to consider. You know, maybe like radishes, you want radishes year round. So don't plant you a whole bunch because they're just going to, you know, go to seed. Go ahead and put your little spot in here, a little spot in there a little later, and that way you'll have them when you need them. Now, in a situation like this, when you have a cool weather crop like peas that likes cool weather, follow them up with the next crop, and if it's not really warm, that might make your seeds germinate slow, go ahead and put them in cell trays like I do. You know, you can start them a little bit earlier. If the tray's big enough and if they have some nutrients, they'll do fine to sit there a little longer if they have to. But that way they're ready to drop in and they already have a start. Like right now, I just finished cropping the peas, and now the cucumbers are already up. Now, if I was doing seed, which they would germinate fine with our temperatures now, maybe just a hair slow, but it would take them a week or two to get this much growth. So that means that I'm that much ahead on the next crop. But anyway, I hope you found a little value in this video, and as always, if you want to see more, you know what to do, and enjoy that gardening experience.